right? Yeah, Irvine, right? Yeah.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Words from President Biden during
She's eccentric. I like her though. She is an eccentric. Mic check, 1, 2, and 2. Well, President Biden started his day here in the capital city. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully there's not like flooding at the station tonight, you know? What's it gonna be tonight? Let's see.
The station in Hartford flooded.
Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, first up at 11, a look at your weekend weather as we take a live look outside tonight. It sure has been a warm couple of days, but will that continue? Meteorologist Connor Lewis is here tracking everything we need to know. Hi, Connor. I hope that it sticks around.
Well, Courtney, don't we all, right? I mean, but, you know, this weekend's going to be a good reminder that we don't live in Santa Monica. We live in Connecticut. So we will be looking at some changes, but we actually get some more 70s for tomorrow. And we've been tracking the rain for the past week. We knew the rain was going to come for the past week. The only question was when. And we've got a good answer for that question. It's going to be tomorrow night around 8 p.m. So if you're trying to do some yard work for tomorrow, you're going to be good to go in the morning, the afternoon, and the late afternoon. We're going to see those 70s reappear. It's going to be like we have been seeing for the past few days, but it's going to rain tomorrow night. So if you're trying to eat dinner outside, I wouldn't do that past 6 p.m. If you're trying to do really anything around 8 p.m., you can probably expect to see some rain from that cold front that's pushing through Lake Erie right now, and eventually it'll be pushing over into the northeast over the next day. Fast forward into tomorrow morning, we're looking at dry conditions. Can't rule out a spot shower across the Litchfield Hills, but I really think that's it for any sort of appetizer before we get to that cold front. So 5 p.m., we're seeing that front, potentially some strong or even possibly some severe wind gusts. But as that front goes through, it's going to get weaker and weaker. So generally speaking, we're just looking at some gusty conditions overnight Saturday into Sunday, along with a good amount of rain, upwards of a ½ inch. 66 degrees right now in Hartford. We're looking at some more mild conditions for tonight. We're going to see those temperatures slow to fall. So they're just going to inch down into the lower 60s for tonight. And yeah, it's going to feel kind of muggy for tomorrow morning as well. Same thing in the afternoon. Live it up. Live up those 70s. If you're trying to do anything outside, just try to get it done before sunset. Coming up, I'll have more on the timing for this cold front, when we're going to see the rain totals, and also a look at the week ahead. That's all in the early warning forecast.
Okay, thanks, Connor. Well, a developing update tonight. Former President Bill Clinton will stay in the hospital overnight as he continues to recover from a urological infection. Clinton was admitted to the University of California Irvine Medical Center Tuesday night. Officials say he is responding well to antibiotics and is in very good spirits.
And secure elections. Leading by example means not pretending that our history has been perfect, but demonstrating how strong nations speak honestly about the past.
Words from President Joe Biden during his day-long trip crisscrossing our state. Biden visited several locations today, first landing at Bradley Airport and ending the day at UConn stores. Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Johnson is live now in Hartford, where the president made his first stop. Good evening, Sharon.
Good evening. Yes, President Biden, his first stop was in the capital city today, where he was greeted by teachers and by some protesters.
From the moment Air Force One landed at Bradley International Airport, Connecticut residents were ready for the historic visit. As the president's motorcade made its way through Hartford, protesters lined the streets.
Getting a message to Governor Lamont and President Biden that it's time to lead on climate.
The protesting ranged from climate change to immigrant reform to mandates.
It's regarding vaccines, it's regarding the mask, it's regarding the fear-mongering.
Others waved Trump flags in the air, while some were there just to get a glimpse of the president. President Biden stopped at the Capitol Child Development Center, where he greeted children and staff. The executive director discussed how families are struggling to afford childcare.
That most parents can't afford to pay the true cost of the high-quality care that every child deserves.
Biden discussed his Build Back Better plan. It proposes universal pre-K, an extension of the child tax credit, and new investments in childcare and the workforce.
How can we compete in a world of millions of Americans' parents, especially moms, can't be part of the workforce because they can't afford the cost of child care?
The president attended a special ceremony at UConn this afternoon. The ceremony honored the Dodd family and the Dodd Center for Human Rights on the UConn campus.
I'm very grateful to my dear, dear friend, our president, for coming to Connecticut, for coming to our flagship university, and for coming to the Dodd Center for Human Rights.
President Biden says former Senator Chris Dodd is a friend and human rights supporter. His father, Thomas Dodd, was a lead prosecutor during the Nuremberg trials.
In court, Tom Dodd built a case fact by fact, using the Nazis' own meticulous records of crimes and shocking human evidence to pin down Nazi leaders who tried to deny their complicity.
Before leaving, the president had a message for young people: pursue your dreams and fight for democracy and equal rights.
And this is the president's second visit to Connecticut this year. The first visit was to the U.S. Coast Guard Academy for graduation back in May. In addition, the vice president, the first lady, and several cabinet members have visited Connecticut this year. Live in Hartford tonight, Sharon Johnson, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Sharon, thanks for that report. And you can find much more information, including videos and photos from the president's visit today. We were everywhere. Just head to our Channel 3